Hey y'all, well, thought we'd start off in the chicken house this evening. Wouldn't that sun look good? Bright shining light up there. It's been a while since we've seen that. But, the old chickens have been hunkered down out here in all this rain. Having one of those 3 feed bag kind of weeks. Yeah, that's hey, easy there. That's a good thing, because I'm just thinking of it, trying to make ends meet and scratch out a living, literally, at times. Of course, the chickens stay fed, but sometimes it's one of those weeks where you can only buy 1 bag of feed at a time as you move along through this. And I was blessed this week to have some sales come through, so I was able to get 3 bags today down at Lone Star, and so it's a 3-bag kind of day. That's a good way to look at it, isn't it? I just got back from Woden proper. Ran out some things to my aunt out there, and she teaches me a lot about thrift and being practical. And she's got a garden plot, and saw an old boy had a bunch of leaves bagged up. And so we scooped them up and went out there, and she's going to spread them over her garden to kind of help keep the weeds back. So may do the same thing. I got plenty of leaves here. But as we was coming back, I was in the passenger seat, and Jordan was driving an old 91 truck, blue and white GMC, that has made, that's about the only place it's ever been is up and down that road. I looked at the mileage, and 91, 27 years old, barely popping 84,000 miles. And it's been up and down that road, but I caught myself looking at him. He's looking a little bit sleepy with that sun coming in the window. And it took me back to many a trip coming back from the lake. And I was telling him about it after being out there with him all on that old John boat. And I mean, flat worn out. Probably had a stringer full of fish, but whew, y'all know how it is, having towed all the workload of it. And that old sun hits you just right in the evening, you kind of get a little droopy-eyed. So I had to wake him up, even though it wasn't that far. But that was kind of a cool thing. Another thing happened today. When it comes down to it, probably the worst thing in a Texan's life. We'll talk about it and brag about it and say we're going to get it done, but when it comes down to actually making the switch, things change a little bit. I'm talking about brand new pair of boots. I've got my old pair on now, and you can hear me clacking down the hall a mile away. Had these old boots probably about 18 years. And before that, I ran a Western wear store, so I stayed with some good boots all the time. But just wasn't a priority, and really things need to go elsewhere. But went down the old boot barn today. Used to be Baskins. Used to be brothers with the manager there back in the day. So it was a little different for me going in as a customer. Did y'all know boots have went up? Imagine that. They didn't have anything in there for $99. But met some good folks down there and worked out a deal on a new pair of cowhides. Nothing real fancy, just something to get by. But as you can see, I ain't got them on. They just ain't right. I don't know if there's anything more comfortable than the ones I've got on now. But I guess I'll have to ease into them, and then a few years from now I'll be regretting giving those up. It's funny how it is. Ain't nothing better than a good old pair of broke-in boots around your feet, at least for me. But it's been a good day. I gotta make hay while the sun shines. We've got a dryer out. It's gonna take a little element to fix it. Nothing big deal, but something else I realized today. Nobody sells parts anymore. I believe it was Johnson Furniture and Appliance downtown, and I think I'm gonna try to give them a little bit of my business when it comes time to get another one. That old boy was pretty cordial. Not quite the same at Lowe's and all the rest of them. Of course, not bad-mouthing them, but just felt a little bit more personable talking to him. And he tried to help where he could, but we've got options. I got a dryer and a washer in a washroom that was not designed for it. And I'm gonna have to tear out the door to get it out of there. But for now, it's gonna be as simple as a heating element, which I have in another dryer on the place. Boy, it means, I guess I'm just straight East Texan. 2 or 3 dryers for parts. I think there's an old truck back there in the pasture for parts. I'm feeling the worth of it today. You can laugh all you want, because I can just go to the other room and grab that heating element. We'll just crank right on. Just so y'all know, with no heating element, it takes 12 hours of that dryer tumbling to dry a pair of jeans. I know, from experience. So, it wasn't costing that much energy, just a fan turning. But we're gonna fix that and get back on track before that laundry gets piled up. You imagine 2 dudes living in a house with laundry and no dryer. Yeah, we better fix that quick before I have some adult supervision come in here on me. No, we've been keeping up with it. All right, chickens are happy and getting a little bit of that water there. And still, y'all remember that picture the other day, that one old angry hen? They don't look so bad today. They got plenty of fresh water dripping in nice feed troughs in there, and they're out here drinking old muddy water. That's something. Ain't got no good sense. Well, y'all have a good evening. Enjoy your Saturday night, and hope everything is well. I had 3 more Christmas cards to stick in the mailbox today, so got that done. I guess that's it for this season's Christmas card. Let me see who all's on here, and we'll get off here. There's Kim and Jason and Donna. How are y'all? Hungry chickens. Yeah. Hey, Patty. How are you? And Kathy from Trinity, Texas. That's where I started my Baskins career. Was right down there on what was that, 190? I'm sure if you've been there any amount of time, you remember it was in that old bank building before we shut it down and moved it to Jasper. That's where it all started. Yep, that's right, Kim, Emma's truck. There's Margaret from San Antonio. It's a beautiful day. I did get new boots, Kimberly. I sure did. Let's see. Oh, good. Glad you liked the card, Sandra. Oh, I've got a surprise coming. Well, don't get me no boots. I already got some. So, it took me all day to pick 1 pair of boots out. Now, I'm on the other side of the fence from went to selling them to buying them, and now I know why I couldn't sell every pair. It just takes, that's a big life decision for a Texan. It really is. What you gonna wrap around your feet down there? It's gotta be, I mean, everything's gotta be just right. The toes gotta be right, the heel. You know, do y'all like a blunt toe or a Roach Killer? Y'all remember the Roach Killer toes? I guess they're still out there. Y'all, those up north may not know what a Roach Killer toe is, but I bet you do. It's so pointy, you can get that roach when he gets in the corner. See? You still get him. There's Patty. That's right. And you know what else? And I know y'all remember them Justin Ropers that took the industry by storm. I couldn't find a pair of just basic old Justin Ropers to save my life. Well, I think they had some black ones. But I wasn't going to buy no pink ones. But, man, you could buy those things in every color under the sun. And we'd run them every year, $89, $99. Oh, well, time moves on, don't they? There's Shelly. Yeah, I could get it on eBay, but eBay ain't going to deliver it tonight, and I got clothes to dry. That takes a little planning. I ain't got time to plan. I got chickens to feed. I can't plan. That's a true story, actually. Hey, Susan again. Kathy, good to see you. There's my friend Say Grove out from California. Let's see there. There's Donna again and Trudy. Vicky, I'm trying to go through everybody here. Oh, you're on your way to Austin. All right, you'll be hearing the Lone Star. Say, good you're coming back this way. There's my, well, that's the thing my aunt told me as far as get the dryer fixed or buy some clothespins. Say hi to Trudy there in Kentucky. I can't do nothing with no clothesline when it's raining every day, y'all. Now, come on. It's rained every day last week. We have employed the use of that heat off of that heater in the living room on a few items, and that makes pretty quick work of it. We'll get it knocked out here pretty quick, though. I ain't going to do it out here rambling, and Jordan's eyeballing me. I think he's got some clothes he needs dried, so we better go get after it. Y'all have a good evening. Be the light. We'll talk to you later. See ya.